First Commercial Credit specializes in many industries, but what we've seen, the most common industries that come to us on an ongoing daily basis is trucking companies, temp staffing agencies, manufacturers, and distributors. Those are the main. For our trucking clients, trucking companies bill on net 30 days, and their daily cost is fuel. And sometimes they may get a spike in business to the point where they're not able to sustain their fuel operation. So they come to factoring companies to give them a consistent, predictable cash flow, right? An additional service we have for trucking companies is fuel cards, and that gives them a discount at the pump. Other additional services would include fuel advances, which gives them upfront money to be able to process a load prior to billing. As far as for temp staffing firms, temp staffing firms go through unseasonal sales sometimes. They bill on net 30. Their customers usually pay 40 to 45 days. And the number one cost that a staffing agency has is payroll and taxes. With factoring, they're able to smooth out their cash flow and get a consistent payroll. Another thing that we offer for temp staffing agencies is actually payroll funding, which is funding prior to invoicing. Sometimes they put on more staff than normal, and they have to come up with more payroll money before they're able to create that invoice and factor it. And lately, manufacturers and distributors are coming to us for factoring because the economy is growing, and there's going to be more and more demand for receivable finance, because as companies get out of that even sales pattern and start to get a spurt in business, it's going to knock out the cash flow. And they're going to bill more on credit terms, and they're going to need to pay suppliers, and they're going to have that cash flow gap, and that's why they're coming to First Commercial Credit for funding.